Wednesday evening, friends and neighbors. The flying purple baseball beaters are flying into the postseason again, courtesy of Ken Griffey Jr. almost getting his second consecutive Triple Crown, but blocked by Carlos Guillen and his .375 batting average, sitting at the top of the lineup. He's there because Steve Martin is gone for at least this series, possibly the next one. So, it is the playoffs. Let's take a quick look at where we sit in the playoff tree. The Anaheim Angels won the wild card spot. Current employers of Roberto Alomar, Jermaine Dye, Jim Edmonds, Tim Salmon slugging the crap out of the ball, Bobby Bonilla, Javier Vazquez leading the pitching staff at 22 years old, Hideo Nomo in the pitching rotation along with Livan Hernandez and the old man Mark Langston himself. So good-looking team there. They'll be taking on the defending World Series champion and AL East winning Toronto Blue Jays. Lumber crew for sure, especially now that Ricky Henderson is fully healthy again. Not having Chuck Knobloch kind of stinks. Abe Nunez stepping in as valiantly as he can. Carlos Delgado will be back in about 5 days, so after this postseason run, should the team advance, Sean Green still a menace in right field. They added Frank Thomas, for Pete's sake. Over 1,000 runs scored, batting .300 as a team, 256 home runs. Absolute lumber crew. In the other ALDS, it is the Oakland Athletics with some familiar faces, including Tom Candiotti, who joined the team from ours, and Robbie Thompson, who we chased in free agency. Looks like he missed a substantial chunk of time this year, but still put up almost 4 wins above replacement. Jason Giambi, the big power threat. Troy Gloss contributing as well in his rookie season with the team. Will Cordero, Todd Green, Sandy Alomar. Juan Guzman is not as good as he was back in Toronto, but still led the league in ERA with a sub-3. They'll be taking on the Kansas City Royals, AL Central winners. Fielding a team of Scott Brocious. Hey, that's a familiar name. Former Rocky from our franchise. Lenny Dykstra, Johnny Damon. Starting with the Royals like he did in the real world. Impressive. FP Santangelo, Kelly Gruber, another former Rocky. I think he wasn't with us. He was with the Blue Jays, my bad. I'm thinking of Ed Sprague. Will Clark DHing is an interesting call. But we got to talk about Brad Fulmer. He, of course, went first overall in the same draft that Carlos Guillen went second overall in. And he set the new American League home run record with 65 this year, on his way to an almost 10 wins above replacement season. He's going to be a problem for the AL Central for a very, very long time. Tom Gordon, Kevin Appier, Chan Ho Park, and Eric Hansen, the pitching rotation there. We head now to the National League. National League East champion Atlanta Braves, 1 win away from tying the modern day record for teams 115 wins, and you can point to the pitching rotation for that. Even losing Mike Tremblay, even losing Mark Guerra, Pedro Martinez has been exactly as advertised. That is a lot of red numbers. The fact they were able to get him for under 10 mil a year for age 26 is impressive. Cy Young basically guaranteed, 330 strikeouts in 257 innings pitched. 35 starts, 2.1 ERA, 19 wins. I covet. Schmidt, Schmaltz, and Strebeck, tried to stretch it, all contributing as well. Some slight weakness in the bullpen. Jeffrey Ritchie was not expected to be on this club, but acquired by from the Rays, and has absolutely hammerlocked it down. 15 saves with a .78 ERA. The lineup, we know these guys. Gonzalez, free agent acquisition. Blauser, Chipper Jones, Klesko, all local products. Ditto for Javi Lopez. Justice. Terrence Long in center field is an interesting call. And the Kevin Seitzer Orchestra free agent acquisition. Chipper Jones is an absolute dynamo. This year, not as effective. So it's interesting to see if it's age catching up with him, fatigue, or what. They'll be taking on the Philadelphia Phillies, who had 108 wins. Only Apier, thank you. Only won the wild card in the National League. One very notable absence due to injury. 55 home run, 151 RBI dude, Gary Sheffield, out for postseason with a torn hamstring. So a slight underbelly. Fernando Tatis pressed into service. He looks like he could be a worthwhile contributor. Todd Helton, hey, that's a familiar name. In the cleanup spot, Nomar, always dangerous. Maybe not the 7.5 wins above replacement he put up in 96, but still pretty darn good. Jason Bass coming out of nowhere to hit 28 home runs, 5 wins above replacement. Shane Mack, a former Rocky in this save. Carpenter out of the bullpen. Oh my. Swingman duty. Looks like he's been primarily their closer. Another former Rocky from in this save, Roberto Hernandez. The other Pennsylvanian team will be making a postseason appearance, barely, as the Pittsburgh Pirates, 1 game over 500, win the National League Central, the division that nobody wanted to win. Shane Reynolds, the lone bright spot in the rotation. They're going with Derek Baker, a rookie, or a call up from the farm, in the rotation, and putting Jeff Alkire in the bullpen. Interesting move. Pat Combs and David Wells rounding out that rotation. Ricardo Rincon has been killing it as a bullpen ace. So, something to watch for there. Bullpen's not as soft and squishy as we think. Eric Chavez is the trouble child of this lineup. At 20 years old, putting up 51 home runs at a premium position. Tony Womack, Kevin Young, Darren Erstad, also a dynamo at center field. Pirates are going to be an issue, but they're facing us. Your Flying Purple Baseball Beaters, the Colorado Rockies, and we went 8-1 against them in the regular season. 50 wins at home. They're a sub-500 team on the road. It's the second time we've hosted a postseason matchup, or series. It's the second time we've won the NL West. It's the third consecutive postseason appearance for the Rockies. The latter of those two, the real Rockies have never pulled off. The most consecutive postseason appearances they've made is 2. Both of those were in the 2 wildcard slot era, and they've never won the NL West. So, as we always like to do with game 1 of a stream session, let's get to the lineup introduction. Please enjoy. And now the starting lineup for your Colorado Rockies, 1998 National League West champions. Batting first, the shortstop, number 9, Carlos Guillen. Batting second, the first baseman, number 10, Travis Lee. Batting third, the right fielder, number 24, Ken Griffey Jr. Batting fourth, the left fielder, number 33, Larry Walker. Batting fifth, the center fielder, number 51, Bernie Williams. Batting sixth, the second baseman, number 3, Yolbert Cabrera. Batting seventh, the catcher, number 59, Mike Maxudian. Batting eighth, the third baseman, number 32, Frank Bolick. Batting ninth and pitching, the right-hander, number 50, Julian Tavares. So we walk the leadoff guy on 4 pitches, naturally. Thank you for the compliments, everyone. And Dr. Dynastic, thank you for the raid in. Much appreciated. Okay, this is fine. Julian. My dude. Could you not, please? On the ground, Cabrera collects. They'll just get the 1. Hey, Dr. Dynastic, thank you for the subscription. Much appreciated. Thank you for contributing to the channel. I didn't include this in my intro. Take a look here. If you subscribe, you are going to be able to get emotes, a special thanks once I stream, and once a month, for every month you're subscribed, a custom Out of the Park uniform set from yours truly. And for June, I'm including a bonus one. So get a home and a road for your perfect team. Subscribe today, like Dr. Dynastic did. All right, Eric Chavez now, dangerous, dangerous batter. And we got to go after him because it's early. 1-2 on the way. Called strike 3. Split finger fastball gets the job done. 2 away here. Runners at the corners. Full count to Jason Kendall.
Strike 3.
Swing and a miss. Tavares gets out of the jam. Pirates held scoreless. Here we go. Bottom of the first. Carlos Guillen. Line drive, deep to right field, but that's going to hang up long enough for Roberge. Travis Lee now, 1-2 count. That's right, I only just started offering subscriptions, so the Founders badges are still available. That's grounded right back to Reynolds on the mound. Ken Griffey Jr., the 2-time home run champion, 2-time record-setting home run champion. He hit 69 home runs, complete with a home run hat trick on the last day of the season. Rocketed to deep right field. Reynolds will get out of the first. That'll bring up Paul O'Neill, the left fielder. Tavares facing a lot of lefties here. That'll be the first hit of the game. Bernie Williams will collect that one on a hop. J.P. Roberge enters the batter's box. 0-1 on the way. That's a wild pitch kicking off Maxudian. Neal will take second base. 2-1 on the way to Roberge. On the ground, collected by Tavares. Good play. Holds Paul O'Neill at second. Corners are in against Johnny Perez here. Projecting the bunt. Cabrera makes the putout. 2 down. Shane Reynolds now, and the Rockies have a bad habit of giving up home runs to pitchers. That's down the line and fair, so that will at least be an RBI for Shane Reynolds, helping out his own case. It's a 2-out RBI double. Pirates take the early lead, 1-0. See, if this was at any other stream or any other team, that would have been gone. Tony Womack scorches this one. That's going to find the outfield. Long run for Bernie. This could be 3 for Tony Woe. He's in there safely. 2 out RBI triple. 1-2 on the way to Young.
Strike
Swing
three.
and a miss. Pirates take the early lead here. Walker, Williams, and Cabrera trying to get the club back into it. Ground to Perez. 0-1 on the way to Bernie Williams. Team captain. Opposite field, that will be the first base hit of the day for Colorado. Cabrera now, the 1-2.
Strike three.
Swing and a miss, strike 3. Maxudian, the catcher. That is a wild pitch. Kendall can't get the handle on it. Maxudian's like, I know how that feels, bro.
Strike three.
Maxudian will strike out on a fastball. Erstad now. Second time facing Tavares, top of the third. The fly balls carry far here in Coors. Chavez does have a slight pull tendency. 0-1 on the way from Tavares. Oh boy. Apo Taco, Eric Chavez. And the Pirates have a 4-0 lead. This is what I was worried about, that we'd have to deal with bad Tavares. Second out of the inning, Bernie Williams. Here's Roberge. Line drive to center field. Bernie takes a few steps back, a few steps forward. Inning over. Eric Chavez announces his presence in the postseason. 2-2 on the way to Frank Bollock. Shallow fly ball charging in is Erstad, and he makes the grab. Here's Tavares, the starting pitcher. Drilled to the right side, base hit. Both pitchers getting aboard safely here. Carlos Guillen. Fly ball to center. That will hold up long enough for Erstad to collect. Here's Lee. Fly ball to right. Shane Reynolds has been able to get the ball basically right to his fielders. Top of the fourth. Johnny Perez, line to left, Larry Walker. It's a nice running catch. 0-2 count to Shane Reynolds. Called strike 3. Full count to Tony Womack now. Lined over the head of Bollock and into left field. That will be a double for Tony Womack. Tavares just can't seem to get a clean inning here. Kevin Young, line drive to right field, base hit. Griffey up throwing. The play at the plate will be late. Erstad, lazy fly ball to left. Walker collects. Pirates add another one. It's 5-0 here heading into the bottom of the fourth. This is what I was worried about. Good play by Bernie to get aboard with the second hit of the game. Yolbert Cabrera deep to right field. Roberge makes the grab. Ay, ay, ay. Might as well pitch around Chavez. 0-2 count. Called strike 3. 3-0 count on Jason Kendall. RK Brasse using some channel points to unlock some of the emotes. Paul O'Neill, 2-2 count. 7 Ks for Tavares, but he's been unable to keep the ball in the goddamn park. Maxudian will yield a stolen base to Jason Kendall, the catcher. Catcher on catcher robbery. Good play by Bollock, cutting in front of Guillen. Inning over. Activity in the bullpen for the Rockies. Bob Wickman is up and getting loose. Maxudian, fly ball to right. Roberge is in there. Here's Frank Bollock now. 0-1 count. On the ground to Perez. 2 down quickly. We're not even getting a pitch count on this guy. Mark McGuire into the game, pinch hitting here, trying to jumpstart this lineup. He'll work a 2-out walk. That will bring up Carlos Guillen. Guillen deep to the left, or to the right field. Tony Womack can't make the play. Infield single, Carlos Guillen. Travis Lee now, 2-1 count. Lined into right field, base hit. That's going all the way into the corner. And here come the Rockies. 2 runs score. Travis Lee stands at third with a 2 RBI double. And the Rockies are on the board here in the bottom of the 5th. Griffey now, 0-2 count against Shane Reynolds. Lazy fly ball to left, base hit. 5-3 Pirates now. Larry Walker, the tying run, is at the plate. 2-2 on the way. On the ground, Womack makes this play. And the Rockies are making a game of it. Bob Wickman enters the game. He's expected to be the long man for this effort. Extreme ground ball tendencies. Exactly what this team needs. And Johnny Perez is going to scorch this one into the right field corner. Lead-off double for Johnny Perez, the shortstop. Bunted back towards the pitcher. That will be a sacrifice for Shane Reynolds. Womack to first. Lee collects it himself. Stranding the runner would be a huge get for Bob Wickman and the Rockies. Fly ball to right. Griffey is there. Lineup turned over. Bernie Williams now. Tim Davis, the lone lefty in the pen, getting loose to deal with Erstad and Chavez.
Strike 3.
Williams down on straight strikes. Cabrera. Slow roller up towards Perez is going to be close. In time. Maxudian, the pitcher now, or the catcher now. 4-pitch walk for Mike Max. Bollock now. Slow roller, Perez runs and guns in time. Tim Davis into the game to deal with these lefties in Erstad and Chavez. Oh, 2 count.
Strike 3.
Swing and a miss against Erstad. Chavez has already gone deep once today. 2-0 count. Grounded to second. Good play there by Cabrera. 0-1 on the way to Kendall. Shallow fly ball. Well, for Coors anyway. He's aboard with a single. Paul O'Neill. 2-1 on the way. Up the middle, Guillen will go the short way. Inning over. To stretch time we go. Rockies need 3 to pull ahead. Emil Brown enters the game, pinch hitting for Tim Davis. Rocketed to deep left field. That one is gone. Pinch hit home run by the Rule 5 draft pick. And the Rockies are within one now with Carlos Guillen standing in.
Strike 3. Strike 3.
And after the home run, Reynolds strikes out the side. What the heck was that? Ay, ay, ay. Greg McMichael entering the game. Deal with Roberge, Perez, and the pitcher spot. McMichael, a former closer himself.
Strike 3.
One of the original Rockies here on this club. Bunted back towards the pitcher. McMichael says, no need, I got it. Jeff England, the pinch hitter. Shane Reynolds' day is finally done. Now the Rockies will be able to get to the bullpen. 1-2-3 inning for the Pirates, clinging to a one-run lead. They go to Rincon. Man, Bollock is just salivating. I wish we kept McGuire. Walker's fine with a lefty-on-lefty matchup. That's grounded to Perez. 0 for 4 day for Larry Walker. Bernie Williams flipping around to play the right-handed batter. Strikes out looking. What is our team's K rate right now? Only 7, but still, they feel like they've been crucial. Chopper back to the mound. Rincon flips and deals. Top of the 9th. McMichael out for a second inning of work. Try to save the bullpen a little bit. Womack will finish this game a home run short of a cycle. Runner goes. Maxudian up throwing. It is not in time. 2-2 on the way to Kevin Young.
Strike 3.
Called strike 3. Here's Erstad now, the 2-2. Fly ball to the left, charging in Walker. 2 down. That will bring up Chavez. 2-2 on the way to him. Line deep left field. Walker comes a few steps in front of the track. Inning over. Rockies need 1. Jason Phillips, pinch hit appearance here against Rincon. He'll fill in as catcher for Maxudian if need be. Slow roller to the second baseman, Womack. 1 down. Bollock does love lefties. 0 for 3 today. Down on strikes. DiSarcina, the last man off the bench. 0-2 count from Rincon. Chopper back towards the pitcher. And that'll be the ball game. The Pirates steal a home field advantage, beating the Rockies 5-4. It would be nice to not lose to the 82-win team. Julian Tavares, my dude, you are such a frustrating pitcher at Coors. We only are going to play elimination games for us or them, so we'll sim game 2 and we'll see how things pan out. I mean, we barely snuck into the playoffs ourselves, winning the NL West on the last game of the season. Game 2, it's 12-7. Alan Benes can't get out of the third. Are we about to get swept by the Pirates? We head to Pittsburgh, to Three Rivers Stadium. Miguel Batista against David Wells. The Phillies are about to upend the Braves, so at least I don't feel too bad. So with our backs to the wall, Mary Walker gets things started against Pat Combs. First two men aboard for the Rockies. It's not nothing. One on the way to Guillen. Fly ball to center field. That's over the head of the center fielder, Erstad. He thought it was shallower than it was. Rockies with a 1-0 lead here early. Ken Griffey Jr. now. Full count. Line drive center field, base hit. Guillen will hold. Runners at the corners. 2-0 Rockies. Mark McGuire starting at first today. Fly ball deep left center field. My, oh my, Mark McGuire. 445 feet. Combs out of the game. Fails to record an out. Frank Bollock aboard. There's the first out of the inning as Cabrera grounds out to, or grounds into a fielder's choice. Jason Phillips grounds out, but Cabrera able to advance to second. Close play. Washburn the pitcher now. Up the middle, base hit. Cabrera rounding third will try to score, and he's in there safely. It's 6-0 Rockies in a bat-around first inning where even Washburn is able to get an RBI. I think we're just gonna until risk this one. All right, 2 out to Chavez. Full count from Washburn. He's aboard with a walk. Kendall now, the 1-2. Wild pitch from, that's going to get away from Phillips. 2-2 on the way from Washburn. Up the middle, Cabrera is able to get to it in time. And I'm going to do the same for us. I'm hoping to have a deeper postseason run. Jared Washburn with a postseason home run. Okay, top of the fifth, 7-0. I don't want to speed run a good game, but by the same token, if we do come back, I'm only supposed to stream till like 8 o'clock tonight. McGuire down on strikes.
Strike 3.
Washburn's pitching a gem here. Mark McGuire, 3-1 count. Inside, ball 4. Bollock now, 0-2 count.
Strike 3.
3 Ks on the day. I think we may need to bench Bollock and get DeSarcina into the game more. Jared Washburn. All right, Jason Phillips aboard with at second base. And Walker will score him, or try to. Throw home will be in time. Let's get Dickey loose. All right, top of the ninth. Sim the half inning. We'll go with Dickey. All right, Rockies come back to win Game 3, 8-2. The Philadelphia Phillies have swept the 115-win Atlanta Braves. What a raucous Veterans Stadium that must have been. The Bird, Tim Burdack, with a complete game four-hitter. The Angels have upset the Toronto Blue Jays and will advance to the ALCS. They'll play the Kansas City Royals, who defeated the Oakland Athletics. Game 4, Miguel Batista against David Wells. Back here at Three Rivers Stadium, special jerseys for the Pirates. Must be a Sunday or something. They're busting out the blacks. Larry Walker is going to start off this game like he started off last one. Lead-off single, Bernie Williams now. First pitch swinging from Boomer. That's into right field, base hit. First and second, nobody out. Carlos Guillen now, the 3-1 count. Low ball 4, bases loaded, nobody out. Griffey. On the ground, no play at home. It'll be a sacrifice hit. Rockies take a 1-0 lead. McGuire now against Boomer Wells. Oh man. Oh, that's deep. Deep enough to score the run. Here at Three Rivers, Rockies lead 2-0. That's a wild pitch. Kendall can't corral it. Bases are cleared without allowing a hit.
Strike 3.
Pollock is down on strikes. Frankie hasn't gotten a hit yet this postseason. Okay, we gotta bench him. We gotta go to DeSarcina for Game 5 if we get there. I do not look forward to having to deal with Kevin Young again, or with Shane Reynolds again. But at least the ball behaves the way it's supposed to here. Erstad swinging on 1-0 from Batista. Up the middle, Bernie will play this one on a hop. Chavez, dangerous batter. Will ground it to McGuire, ending the inning. Through 1, it's Rockies 3, Pirates 0. Cabrera, another guy riding the schneid lately.
Strike 3.
I miss Stevie Martin. Cabrera also 0 for postseason. Can't win games if those two guys are both 0 for. Batista now. Tries to get the bunt down. That's bunted very well in front of the catcher. Phillips able to run to second for Larry Walker. Inside outs this one. That's going to fall for a base hit. Phillips will try to score on the play. He is in there safely. Heck of a time for Larry Walker to wake up. $4-0 Rockies. Entering the bottom of the second. Kendall, line to left. Walker is there. Paul O'Neill now. Leaping grab by Bollock. Excellent play there by Frank, the third baseman.
Strike 3.
Top of the third. It really does feel like every game at Rockies is just an absolute crapshoot as to which Colorado team is going to show up. Be nice to reverse sweep. Batista is playing well so far.
Strike 3.
But Boomer seems to have settled down. Johnny Perez scorches this one to right. Cut off by Ken Griffey Jr. It's just a leadoff single. Corners are in. Phillips is not going to even try and run or make the throw. Johnny Perez is too fast.
Strike 3.
Wells with a bunt foul. Runner goes.
Safe.
Good work by Johnny Perez to shake things up there. Infield is in. Line drive to right. That's going to fall for a base hit. Shutout bid is over. Oh, they're just picking Phillips' pocket right now. Yeesh. Good block there. Be nice to be able to get an out every once in a while. Okay, now we need to chat with Batista. Trade the run for an out, please. Nope.
Safe.
Pirates are clawing back here. It's 4-3. Batista getting into some wildness issues here. Alan Ben is getting loose in the bullpen. That's up the middle. Should be 2. It'll just be 1. Oh, 2 count. Fly ball to left. Walker charging. Inning over. Yeah, we're going to go to Benez. Frank Bollock will take the error. He's aboard. Cabrera now riding an Ofer postseason. That won't be it. Line to Johnny Perez. Jason Phillips. Shallow fly ball to left. Base hit. Bollock had to wait. Emil Brown has a pinch hit home run so far this postseason. He'll pinch hit here for the pitcher. Benez will come in and take over. To Tony Womack, who once again can't find the handle on it. Base is full of Rockies for Larry Walker. 1-2 on the way from Wells. Swing and a miss. Strike 3. Second K of the day. Or second out of the inning. Bernie now with a chance to bust this one back open. Down the line and fair. That's into the left field corner. 1 run will score. 2 runs have come in. And Emil Brown is thrown out at the plate, but the Rockies now have a 6-3 lead. Entering the game, Alan Benez. Roberto Petahine will pinch hit here. Rockies need some outs. Grounded into the shift. Cabrera makes the play. I can handle one of Cabrera and Bollock being bad. Can't handle both. Not with Steve Martin injured. Derek Lee pinch hitting here. No, not that one. The other one. First pitch swinging from Benez. Fly ball to right. Griffey hauls this one in. That error proves quite costly for the Pirates. Rockies still have the 6-3 lead. Guillen, Griffey, McGuire now. Hector Fajardo into the game. 3-1 count. Griffey's aboard. Do we sub McGuire? No. Let him swing. We'll put... let's give DeSarcina a shot. 2-0 to Gary. Drill to the left center gap. That's going to split the outfielders and get Griffey on his horse. And he's in there safely. DeSarcina breaking out of a slump with a pinch hit double. Stan Belinda into the game. Cabrera now. Fly ball to right. That's going to settle into Roberge's glove. DeSarcina will take over at third base. Womack, basically right to first baseman McGuire. Kevin Young now, 1-2 on the way from Benez. Lined right to Guillen. Ever dangerous Darren Erstad. Fly ball to deep center field. That will be played on a bounce. 2-out single for Erstad. Chavez now, the 1-2. Bouncing ball, Cabrera makes the play. That's why we still have Yocab. He can still field. The bench is looking a little thin. I want to see if we can get another inning out of Benez. Especially since he's actually got 30 contact, 40 power. Not like Bollock would have done any better. Barry Walker now works the 3-1 count here with 2 out in the top of the 6. And Walker's aboard. Bernie Williams now. Fly ball to left. That's going to fall for a base hit. Runners at first and second now for Guillen against Greg Harris, new pitcher into the game for the Pirates. Deep in the hole, Womack will make the out. Benez, basically a piggyback here. We're going to keep Mr. Davis in the pen just in case we get to the top of the lineup again. He's got the 7th or whenever we run into Erstad and Chavez. Popped up on the infield. Everyone calls for it. Gary DeSarcina makes the grab. Pinch hitter here, Ramon Espinoza. Lined back to the pitcher. Good grab by Alan Benez to end the bottom of the 6th. Might as well let him eat if we're going to use him. Yeah, Benez. We'll see if his spot comes up in the order. We're not in a save situation. I want all the good arms available for Game 5, should this score hold. Griffey hasn't gotten a home run yet this series. McGuire's going to split the outfield. There you go, Mark. McGuire, towering over Perez, gets the double. Gary D. Sacrifice hit to Tony Womack. Cabrera now. Lined right to Perez. He just cannot buy a hit here. Tim Davis getting loose in the Rockies bullpen. He'll be called on should the need arise. (1-0) on the way. Fly ball deep to center field. Bernie on the run in front of the track makes the grab. Daring base running by Johnny Perez to advance to second. Womack now, the 2-1 on the way. Bouncing ball, Guillen doesn't have a play. A lot of speed on the base paths. Phillips tries to get the runner, no luck. 3-1 count to Kevin Young. Now the tying run is at the plate. Alan Benez's day is done. Tim Davis, we need a strikeout or a double play here. Erstad strikes out swinging. Chavez. Fly ball. Walker waits under it. Inning over. Tim Davis does a job. McMichael getting loose in the bullpen for the 8th. Jason Phillips having himself a solid little postseason. Heck of a game here. Pinch hitting for the pitcher is Travis Lee, who will probably take over at first base. He will ground to a double play first, though.
Strike 3.
Delayed call, strike 3. Greg McMichael into the game. Travis Lee taking over at first base. Jason Kendall up the middle, base hit. Paul O'Neill now. Full count from McMichael. Drill to deep right field. Griffey takes a few paces in from the track, 1 away. Jeff England now pinch hitting for the pitcher spot. Fly ball right center. Griffey closes the gap. Heck of a run there by Ken Griffey. Let's go to the instant replay on that one. Well, it looked good. It's 1998. We don't have that, Hawkeye or StatCast. We have the eye test. And from the eye test, that looked good. Dan Michelli getting loose in the bullpen. Good play by Phillips, ending the bottom of the 8th. Jeff Alkire, lefty out of the pen, trying to get Bernie, Carlos, and Ken. Guillen's going to doink a single into left. That's right. First pitch, stealing, and he's in there safe. Third stolen base of the series for Guillen. Bounce up the middle. Perez will make the out. Darren Bragg enters the game as a pinch hitter, trying to score. Nope. Dan Michelli into the game to deal with Lee, Womack, and Young. Lined right to Guillen on the shortstop side of second. Good play there. Womack, fly ball to deep center. Bernie has it. 2 down. 1-0 on the way to Kevin Young. Fly ball to center field. Bernie has it. And we head back to Colorado for Game 5. Woo-hoo-hoo! Okay. So once again, we turn to Tavares. It's a winner-take-all. We're the last series left. This is where our season ended. Last save. I think we got one of Yolbert, or I think it's Bollock. Bollock's been having the worst go. We got D. Sarcina. Gary's earned the spot. Yeah, 1 walk in 4 games. Oof. Cabrera, even worse. But at least Yocab can field second base. Here we go. Season on the line. Back to Coors Field. All right, better start. We managed to get Tony Womack to ground out. Cabrera boots it. Ay, ay, ay. Our infield single, okay. Full count to Erstad. On the ground, pitcher collects it. Goes to second for the lead runner. Okay. Brief moment of panic as my heart sinks into my stomach over the potential of Guillen getting injured. Pitch around Chavez. Fly ball to left. Walker charging in. Inning over. Turn it over to the Rockies. Shane Reynolds pitched a gem last time here. Can he replicate the feat? Carlos Guillen deep to left center. Running, leaping is Erstad. Let's take a look at the instant replay on that. 110 miles an hour off the bat. Only the launch angle was slightly higher. That would have been in the stands for sure. Dang. Travis Lee leaves the ballpark. And Griffey's going to check in with a one-out single. Make that a double. Good heads-up base running by Ken Griffey Jr. Larry Walker now has been on a burner this postseason. He will ground out to Womack. Griffey advances to third. Bernie Williams now, full count.
Strike three.
Swing and a miss. But the Rockies take an early, slim 1-0 lead. Here's O'Neill. Full count on the way to the left fielder. Low for ball 4. That'll bring up Roberge, the right fielder. Fly ball to center field. Bernie collects 2 down. Johnny Perez, the shortstop. Slow roller. Good play by Cabrera on that one. Pirates hold serve. DiSarcina up the line. Fair. Chavez makes the out. Here's Maxudian. Down the line and fair into the right field corner. Max is going to round third. He will be there, standing at second. Cabrera, 16 at-bats, no hits. There it is! Finally a hit for Yolbert Cabrera. Safety squeeze back to the pitcher. That'll be a ground out at the play. Tried it. All right, that didn't work. So it's still a 1-0 lead. Tavares dancing between the raindrops so far. No strikeouts, 1 walk. Maybe he's changed his approach compared to his last start here. 2 down here for Kevin Young. Fly ball to center field. Bernie has it. Through 2.5, Rockies hold the 1-0 lead. Courtesy of Travis Lee with that home run in the bottom of the first. He's walked. Griffey challenges the first pitch. That's into the right field corner. Travis Lee is going to be on his horse. So's Griffey. He's rounding second. He's going to be in there safe at third. RBI triple, Ken Griffey Jr. Larry Walker, fly ball to center. Charging in is Erstad. Runner holds. Good throw by Erstad on that one. Here's Bernie. Up the line, fair. Young makes the grab. DiSarcina up the middle. There's the RBI. Gary DiSarcina. 3-0 Rockies. Was that the fix? To bench Bollock. Tough play by Womack there, but he gets the out. Rockies with some very, very important insurance runs with Julian Tavares on the mound. Erstad with a leadoff single, as if to prove the point. 3-1 count on Chavez. He's aboard with a walk. Tying run at the plate is Jason Kendall. Fly ball to center. Bernie has it. One away. Three-one count to Paul O'Neill. Grounded to Cabrera. He goes to second. 4-6-3 double play. Guillen with a little bit of sleight of hand. Cabrera will ground out to Perez. Tavares swinging with the bases empty here. He will back up Chavez for the second out of the inning. Guillen, slow roller to first. Young is there. 1-2-3 inning for Reynolds. Rockies still lead 3-0. Roberge tries the bunt up the third baseline. Gonna be a tough play. DiSarcina can't make it. Roberge is aboard. Ooh. Yeah, he's thinking of running. On the ground, DiSarcina will go round the horn double play. Good play there by Gary D. Reynolds will work a walk. Buddy, what are you doing? Womack, shallow fly ball to left. Runners at first and second now. Tavares looking for that third out. 2-0 on the way to Kevin Young. Line drive, right field, base hit.
Safe.
Julian, don't do this to me. 1-1 on the way to Erstad. Oh no. Oh no. Darren Erstad puts the Rockies up, or puts the Pirates up 4-3 at the halfway mark. Travis Lee says, I can do that too! All tied up here at Coors Field. Travis Lee with a 2-home run game. Ah, thank you, Dave. One moment. I need to go hydrate. Today's broadcast is powered by water. Appreciate it. Bernie back up the middle. And it's dropped. Off-target throw erred on Johnny Perez. Gary DiSarcina now with a chance to make some noise. And it's a balk! Shane Reynolds commits a balk, moving Bernie to second and into scoring position for Gary DiSarcina. Up the middle, base hit! Bernie Williams rounds third. He will try to score. He's in there. The Rockies have regained the lead. Darren Erstad out of the game after hitting the tying home run. Ramon Espinoza enters to take over at center field. Jeff Alkier has seen a lot of postseason play. Do we really want to stick with Dickey? Yeah, we're going to stick with Dickey here. Okay, you know what? Tavares, you've got one batter. One runner and you're gone. Two and 0 up the middle, charging Cabrera, 2 down. Roberge now. On the ground, Cabrera again. So Julian Tavares completes 6 innings without recording a single strikeout, and more importantly, leaves with the lead. Dan Michelli up in the bullpen. We gotta go to the good arms now. Cabrera up the middle, gonna be a tough play through the wickets for Perez. Cabrera started to heat up, finally. Mark McGuire against Alkier. Through the right side base hit, opposite field, Mark McGuire. Cabrera goes first to third. Guillen now. Fly ball to right. Roberge waits under it. Throw will be cut off. Runners do not go. Bragg is pretty fast, so we're going to put him in for Mark McGuire. Avoid the double play. Outside, ball 4. Hector Fajardo has seen a lot of these Rockies, and it's Ken Griffey Jr. with the bases loaded. Break out the mustard and rye. 9-4 Rockies. Ken Griffey Jr. picks a heck of a time to hit his first home run of the postseason. The man has a flair for the dramatic. 10 RBIs in this series. Ye gads, man. DiSarcina will line out to Womack. Dan Michelli enters the game. They'll face Perez, Espinoza, and Womack. Fly ball to deep left. Walker waves off Bernie. 1 out. Oh, 2 count on Espinoza. And he grounds out. 3-1 count on Tony Womack from Michelli. Fly ball to center. Bernie misplays it. He must have misjudged it or something. That rolls all the way to the wall. Not ideal. (1-0) to Kevin Young. Good stop by Cabrera. Not in time with the throw. England pinch hitting here. 0-1 from Michelli. Fly ball to center field. That will fall for a base hit. And oh no, it's Eric Chavez. 1-1 on the way. Fly ball to deep center field. Bernie will play it on a hop. Another run will score. We're in save situation now. Blake Stein loose in the bullpen in a hurry. Here come the Pirates. On the ground. Inning over.
Ladies and gentlemen, it is seventh inning stretch time. We invite you to join in singing "Take Me Out to the Ball Game."
Pat Combs enters the game. He'll face Maxudian, Cabrera, and the pitcher spot. Maxudian down on strikes. Here's Cabrera. Fly ball to left. I think Yolbert is finally breaking out of his slump. Not a moment too soon. Bollock will get a chance to pinch hit here. 2-2.
Strike three.
Called strike three. Well, that's why he lost his starter spot. Man, I miss Martin. Entering the game, Blake Stein. The fireballer will deal with the lower half of this lineup.
Strike three.
98 sidearm delivery. Dangerous pitcher, Blake Stein. Grounded to first. Lee has it. 2 away quickly. Johnny Perez. 0-2 count.
Strike three.
Got him. If memory serves, that is actually the first... Oh, sorry. Stein's the first Rockies pitcher to get strikeouts. We may see him for the top of the 9th. We'll save Sanders for next series if things don't change. Travis Lee forces Roberge back. Ken Griffey Jr. hit a grand slam last at bat. Here he'll just settle for a single. Wait a minute. Oh my goodness. Y'all? The continuing saga of Ken Griffey Jr. is friggin' amazing. That is a post-season cycle. In a clinching game, no less. There is only one real-life major leaguer who hit for the cycle in a postseason game. Brock Holt for the Boston Red Sox in the 2018 ALDS, going single, triple, double home run. Griffey went triple, double, dinger, single. As I live and breathe, I may never see that again in this game. Not live. Adam Eaton. No, I don't think it's that one. Into the game to try and get the final out of the 8th. He'll lose Bernie Williams. DiSarcina. 1-2 count. Up the middle, base hit. Griffey will round third and try to score. He's in there. 10-6 Rockies. DiSarcina continues to make things happen. Maxudian will ground out to Perez. 6-4, the fielder, the force out. Stein is up. Saunders is loose. Go get him, boys. Cabrera, 1 away. Tony Womack now, 2-1 the count. Up the line, DiSarcina has it, 2 away. Kevin Young, the last out. The crowd is on their feet here at Coors Field. Popped up on the infield. Lee, Cabrera, ball games and series. The Colorado Rockies have reverse swept the Pittsburgh Pirates and will play in the NLCS. Ken Griffey Jr. Double in the first, triple in the third, dinger in the sixth, single in the eighth. A cycle in the postseason. You can't write this stuff, man. You just can't. So it's Royals and Angels with Kansas City hosting. Phillies and Rockies with the Rockies hosting. Anything can happen. Carlos Perez against Washburn. Rockies with a late comeback. DiSarcina with a 2-run bomb. Oh, man. Oh, bringing him in was maybe the smartest move we've made this postseason. Eldred versus Benez. Yeah, that one's not close, although we kind of made it fun in the late innings. Then they dunked a 6 on us. Series is tied, heading to Philadelphia, Veterans Stadium. 8-7. The Phillies stage a late comeback, but the Rockies hold on for dear life. Another 1-run win. Travis Lee with an RBI double. Larry Walker with a home run to upend the Phillies. Vladimir Nunez blows the save. If they had to use Carpenter in a hold situation. Sanders gets the save. Stein the win. Welcome to Veterans Bank Park. The Rockies have a chance to win the pennant somehow. Cal Eldred on the mound.
Strike 3.
For the Phillies with their backs up against the wall for once. Acquired from the Brewers last offseason and has delivered exactly what you'd expect. Even though he's dealing with a sore elbow, it doesn't seem to be affecting his play just yet. Griffey is plunked. Boo hiss. Larry Walker, inside out, base hit. Griffey thinks about going first to second, thinks better. Bernie now, runners at first and second, 2 down. Up the line and fair, Helton ends the bottom of the top of the first. Washburn will need to dance around some hot batters here. Kotze, the center fielder. 0-2 count. That will bring up Helton, and yikes. 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 Yeah, I'm okay with walking him. 4-pitch walk. Pitch too far around. Garcia Parra. Opposite field. Diving catch in foul territory by Travis Lee. Well now. Good play. Scoreless through one.
Strike three.
3-1 count. Maxudian holds up. Here's Cabrera finally breaking out of this intense slump he's been in. Shallow flare into right. That had some carry. Bass makes the grab. Washburn, 0-2 count. Shallow fly ball to left. Mack makes the grab. Here is Jason Bass. Washburn waits, deals. Collected by Cabrera. One down. Mike Lieberthal, the catcher. Full count. Fly ball to deep left. Walker brings it in. Shane Mack, former Colorado, or one-time Colorado Rocky. Fly ball deep to left center field. That one's gone. And the Phillies have a 1-0 lead. Kevin Stalker, line drive center field, base hit. 1-2 to Cal Eldred.
Strike
Call
three.
strike three. So just the Shane Mack go for ball. Carlos Guillen bashes this one into the right field corner. Carlos. Speedy speed boy. Lead-off double. All right, we're not running against Eldred, Mr. 80 hold rating. Lieberthal is also a really good defensive catcher, so Lee. All right, deep enough, but the end doesn't tag. Another shallow fly ball to right. Bass has been busy. And the leadoff double will be stranded. Cal Eldred pitching out of a jam here. Holding serve, 1-0 Phillies over Rockies. Kotze, fly ball to center. Bernie waits under it. Got a pitch to Helton now. – 3-0 count. Swing on 3-0 through Guillen. But a good throw by Bernie holds the runners at the corners for Garcia Parra. 1-0 on the way. Popped up center field. Bernie has it. Throw is cut off. Runner does not go. Oh, 2 count on Jason Bass.
Strike three.
Swing and a miss. Runner stranded for both teams. Here on the top of the fourth, Eldred pitching himself a gem so far. Bernie aboard with a leadoff single. He's going to second in there safely with a stolen base. Full count to DiSarcina. Line drive to right. Man, we're way up there. I'm misjudging all these fly balls. Hopefully the fielders don't. Maxudian now. Drilled to left field. That's going to fall for a base hit. Bernie had to hold up at third. Try the squeeze bunt.
Safe.
And it works! Yolbert Cabrera, squeeze bunt, scores the tying run. Washburn now bunts towards the first base side. And the ball gets away. He yeets it into the stands. Washburn moves up to second. Let's go all in on the craziness. Come on. All right. That might score it. Nope, that didn't. All right. We got Lee, Griffey, and Walker coming up in the bottom half. Now we just got to hope that Washburn can hold the fort. Mike Lieberthal. Leadoff single. Shane Mack had the home run last time up. 0-2 count here against Washburn. Grounded. Oh man, Cabrera misses the throw. Errors on both teams now for Kevin Stalker. On the ground, please. 1-2. Deep left center field. That's up against the wall. And the Phillies will come back and take the lead back. Kevin Stalker. 2 RBI triple. Still nobody out here in the bottom of the fourth.
Safe.
It's 4-2. So maybe pitch to contact was a bad idea for Kevin Stalker. Opposite field single for Todd Helton. Make that an extra base hit. Dickey getting loose in the bullpen just in case. Guillen will get the out he needed. Phillies storm back and retake the lead. It's 4-2 Phillies, with the Rockies leading the series 3-1. Long run into foul territory by Bass. Makes the grab. Ken Griffey Jr. 1-out single. Larry Walker. 0-2 count. On the ground, going to be a tough play. Stalker can't turn 2. Bernie Williams, 1-2 count.
Strike 3.
Called strike 3. One, 2 count on Jason Bass. Deep fly ball to center field. Bernie gets on it quickly though. Still deep enough for a leadoff double. Lieberthal fly ball to left. Walker collects it. Runner tags and will be safe. Infield is in. 0-2 count on Shane Mack. Popped up into center field. Bernie collects it. Throw is cut off. Three-one count to Kevin Stalker. On the ground, Cabrera ends the inning. Good work by Washburn to get through 5 innings. DiSarcina, Maxudi, and Cabrera up next. Gary DiSarcina to deep right center. And that one's gone. Second home run of the postseason for Gary D. Where was this? Hiding on my bench, clearly. Maxudian goes the other way. That will be caught by Shane Mack. Gilbert Cabrera here in the top of the 6th. Few too many bunts. Nomar makes the play. Why isn't Dickey loose? Emil Brown pinch hitting here against Eldred. Back through the middle. That's going to be caught by Kotze. Entering the game here in the bottom of the 6th, it's R.A. Dickey. Pinch hitter Ryan Sandberg. Knuckleball floats in. Sandberg's aboard with a walk. I mean, pitch around button isn't really going to do anything when you're dealing with a knuckleballer. Kotze now, 2-2 count. On the ground, Guillen turns the double play. Dickey gets the inning. Chris Carpenter in to fireman up against the top of the lineup. Let's go to McMichael next. Funny how Carpenter started with the Cardinals instead of winding up there. Opposite field base hit. Into the left field corner, Guillen with a leadoff double. Travis Lee, 1-2 count.
Strike 3.
Swing and a miss. Griffey now up against Wilson Alvarez. Carpenter got the job he needed, I guess. 2-0 count, Larry Walker. Line drive left field, caught by Mack. Once again, a leadoff double is stranded as we head to stretch time.
Stretch time. We invite you to join in singing Take Me Out to the Ball Game.
Greg McMichael summoned out of the Rockies bullpen. Issues a 4-pitch walk to Todd Helton. That'll bring up Garcia Parra. Fly ball to center. Bernie collects. Good cutoff throw. Runner does not advance. Jason Bass now. Line drive, right field. Falls in front of Griffey. Base hit. Runners at first and second for Mike Lieberthal. Two-two count on the way from McMichael. Called strike 3. Shane Mack. 2-0 count. Fly ball into right. Base hit. Griffey collects it. Runner's going to try and score, and he will. Shane Mack, the hero here. 2-2 count. Kevin Stalker.
Strike 3.
Swing and a miss. Strike 3. Phillies get an insurance run back. Curtis Broom up against Bernie, Gary, and Mike. Top of the 8th. That ball just hangs up there. Mike Maxudian, inside out, 2-out base hit. Cabrera now, the 1-2.
Strike 3.
Swing and a miss. Bob Wickman will enter the game. Curtis Broom pitching or batting for himself. Are the Phillies out of bench guys? Wickman will be counted on to close this one out. Here in the bottom of the 8th. Should the Rockies tie it, Scott Saunders not available. It would be Blake Stein for the save. Kotze grounds it to Gary D. 1-2-3 inning. Good work by Wickman. Mark McGuire will try to tie this one up with a single. We'll try to get the Rockies back within one. Yep, that'll work. Pinch hit, 9th inning home run for Mark McGuire. Quiet you. Carlos Guillen scorches this one to the outfield fence. Can we not strand him this time? It's a triple-double for Carlos Guillen, but he's been stranded every single time he's made it to second. 2-2 count to Travis Lee. Fly ball to center field. Runner does not go. Come on, Ken. Get Stein loose. Full count to Ken Griffey Jr. Opposite field, that's going to hang up long enough. Mack makes the grab. Full count, Larry Walker. Drilled! Deep right center! Larry Walker! 444 feet, and the Rockies have retaken the lead here in the top of the 9th. Don't call it a comeback! Blake Stein enters the game as the 9th inning man. Dan Michelli available off the bench if required.
Strike 3.
Curveball at 68 freezes him. First pitch swing, Nomar Garciaparra against Blake Stein. Diving stop by Cabrera. No throw. Tying run aboard. One-two to Jason Bass. Good block there by Maxudian. Full count on the way. Outside ball 4. And now the winning run is at first base. Gotta trust in our guys. Come on, Blake. Line drive left field, base hit. Walker has it. Throw home is... not in time. Tie game. Oh, just end it, Shane Mack. Never mind. We will have free baseball. Blake Stein blows the save. We head to the top of the 10th. I may have to go long just to finish the postseason. Either that or we save the World Series for an additional stream. Cabrera now, 0-2 count. Blake Stein out for a second inning of work. Walks Kevin Stalker. Ron Gant pinch hitting here. Three 3-0 count. Dan Michelli will try to mop up the mess. I knew we should have gone to Michelli instead of Stein. We could have been done this series. On the ground, that'll be a double play. Good work by Guillen. Kotze with a winning run 90 feet away. 3-1 count to from Michelli. Outside ball 4. 0-2 count on Helton. We head to the 11th. We have nobody else available out of the pen.
Strike 3.
We already got rid of our long guy in Bob Wickman. So we better win this here and now. Guillen with a single. Carlos Guillen now in scoring position for Travis Lee. Full count. Fly ball deep to center field. Way back, and gone! Travis Lee with a home run. 8-6. Slow roller up the third base line. Going to be a tough play. Not in time. Tatis can't make the play. Walker's aboard. Here's Bernie. Still one out here on the top of the 11th. Fly ball to center. Kotze will collect. Jim Doherty up against Gary DiSarcina. Little dribbler in front of the plate. Lieberthal's going to come up with it in time. Michelli will face Garcia-Parra, Bass, and Lieberthal. Oh-1 on the way to Nomar Garcia-Parra. Through the shift and into left field. One-two on the way to Jason Bass. Drill to right field. Griffey was shaded there. Runners do not go. Mike Lieberthal. 2-2 on the way. Line drive right field. Griffey is there. 2 down now for Shane Mack. Does he have it in him to be a hero once more? Grounded back to Michelli. On to first. And the Colorado Rockies have won the National League pennant for the first time in franchise history. This bar chart also is what my heart rate looked like. We do not know who we are playing yet. I am going to take a short break. Be right back, folks. Let me know in the chat if you think we should try and play through the World Series tonight. I'm hungry for both food and for a championship. Okay. I will leave and stop streaming when our pizza order is ready for pickup. A late comeback by the Angels in Kansas City forces a Game 7. Is Steve Martin going to be healthy? He will. A walk-off by Kansas City, and they are headed to the World Series. Scott Brocious with a 1-out solo home run. Build a statue. Rockies and Royals. And we are going to go to our playoff roster. We are going to delist Bragg. We got to delist someone to make room for Martin. I think it's going to be Bullock. Guys just had a rough postseason. Steve Martin joins the playoff postseason roster. He will be available when the series returns to Colorado. Oh, and Ken Griffey Jr. with a home run hat trick in the NLCS as well. Man. Gary DiSarcina with Series MVP honors. Buddy is going to be playing second base starting for us next season if this keeps up. Game 1. Rockies win 8-3, courtesy of a 6th spot against Appier. All in the 4th. Walker, bomb, Cabrera, single, Guillen, single, Lee, bomb. Oh, right, we have the DH. Mark McGwire is going to be DHing for us. Oh, this is going to be fun. Game 2, Washburn versus Park Chan-ho. 3-0. Washburn goes 8 strong innings. McGwire with his 3rd home run of the postseason. To put an exclamation point on it. Is Rocktober 3 going to be the best one of the film series? 1 away. We managed to get Alan Benes to win a game. Miguel Batista on the bump in Coors against the Kansas City Royals. Did I rock this? I'm sorry. Batista walks the leadoff guy. FP Santangelo, the shortstop for the Royals. Did they really wear gray caps on the road? That is a look. Bunted up the third base line. DiSarcina goes to second in time. Gets the force out. Johnny Damon now, full count. Outside ball 4. 2 walks in this first inning for Miguel Batista. That will bring up Paul Loduca, the catcher. Hammered into the left field corner, base hit. That's our Miguel. Will Clark playing first today. There's the first out of the inning, or second out. Kelly Gruber, the third baseman. Line to left. Walker collects. Only down by 2, though. Jose Rosado on the mound. Fly ball to center. That's going to fall in front of Damon for a base hit. Or, sorry, Vitiello. Damon's in left. Bernie Williams will ground into a double play. Guillen now. Inside out. Inning over. Here's Jason Maxwell, the second baseman. Joe Vitiello, the center fielder today. Batista gets the strike. And now Rosado gets the pitch, or gets the bat.
Strike 3.
Gotta love the National League. Griffey will get things leading off here. Grounds out to the first baseman. Clark makes the play. Mark McGuire batting, or playing first base here. Because of the first base, or the left-handed starter. Cabrera scorches one, base hit. Good to see he's starting to pick up again. DeSarcina's having one heck of a postseason. First pitch swing deep into the hole. Maxwell makes the grab. Batista up the line. Good play by DeSarcina. Santangelo is plunked. Oh, 1 on the way to Johnny Damon. Runner goes. Maxudian fires off a Phillips fires off a cannon. Good thing, too, because that probably would have scored on the Johnny Damon line drive. Damon is running. Phillips can't get this one. 2 on the count from Batista. On the ground, DeSarcina. Crab walks over. Inning over. Jason Phillips, rookie catcher, past the third baseman into the left field corner. Must have been a tough slide. Gruber couldn't handle it. Miguel Bautista. Bunted back towards the pitcher. No chance at third. Successful bunt executed by Miguel Bautista. Harry Walker with an RBI chance now. Fly ball to shallow left. Damon gets it. 2 down. Bernie Williams now. Inning over. Oh, so Steve Martin is healthy. We've just got DeSarcina in for reasons. I mean, he is playing well, but I think what we may do is move Yolbert Cabrera out of the game unless he's... Okay, he is batting well. Still, good to have Steve Martin available off the bench. Should the need arise. Miggy, Booby, could you not do this, please? Hard hit ground ball, but that's an easy double play. Jason Maxwell.
Strike three.
Swing and a miss. Rockies still looking for their first run here. Rosado has held them stifled. Only 30 pitches so far through the first 3 frames. Gruber with a good play. Griffey, little doink single into center field. He's getting aggressive. He's going to try for second, and why did you do that? Erased on the base paths. And he would have scored had he just been patient. What a postseason for Mark McGwire. 4 home runs. Cabrera line drive base hit. Take back what I said about putting Stevie Martin in. Yocab is having himself a go. 2-out double. Here's DiSarcina. Grounded to first. Clark takes it himself, inning over. But the Rockies are on the board here. Joe Vitiello, the center fielder today. Back towards the pitcher. Good play by Batista. Rosado, the pitcher, puts it into play. That's going to fall for a base hit. The American League pitcher has a hit. Scott Brocious.
Strike three.
Called strike 3. Curveball froze him, but good. Santangelo will ground out to Cabrera, inning over. Steve Martin going to be, well, technically he's a defensive sub, but still probably best if we just lean on the guys we have. Phillips, seeing guy single, base hit. Batista at bat again. Attempts to bunt. Takes the pitch low. Bunted up the first base side. No play at second. Good work by Miguel Batista bunting here. Harry Walker, third time through the lineup. Grounds out to the first baseman Clark. Tosses to Rosado. 3-1 the putout. Tying run. 90 feet away. Bernie Williams. Past Gruber and into left field. The Rockies have tied the game here in the bottom of the 5th. 2-out double for the captain. Full count to Guillen. Slow roller. Inning over. Batista is going to give up a towering drive to Damon. This game ain't tied anymore. As usual, I was too slow on the hook. Might as well let him finish out the inning. Might as well get Wickman loose. One on the way to Gruber. Up the middle. Quick flip. Double play. Oh my, Ken Griffey Jr. This time he's in safe at second. Loud double to the deepest part of the ballpark. Here's McGwire. Fly ball, center field. Vitiello makes the grab, 1 away. Cabrera now. That's a wild pitch. It's going to skirt past Loduca. Griffey, it moves up to third. Infield is in. 2-2 count on Cabrera. Through for a base hit. The game is tied yet again. Yolbert Cabrera. 3-3 the score. DiSarcina now. Slow roller, going to be a tough play for Gruber. Not in time. Runners at second and... or at first and second. Make that second and third. Oh, good throw there by Loduca. Cabrera's out. Second out of the inning. They're intentionally going to walk Jason Phillips. That will bring up Emil Brown to pinch hit against Jose Rosado. Full count. Outside, ball 4. Bases loaded, Larry Walker. 2-2 on the way. Inside out, right to Gruber! Oof! Bob Wickman will enter the game. What's Bernie dealing with? Sprained knee, okay. Concurrent pinch hitter is Mike Lamb. Top of the 7th, tied at 3s here at Coors Field. It's getting close to freezing here. Everything except the bats. Mike Lamb. Lead off double. Every time the Rockies have punched, Kansas City has counterpunched. Jeff Berblinger. I recognize that name. Pinch hitting here as well. Oh my, deep left field. And it's a pinch hit 2-run bomb for Berblinger. Why they pinch it for those two and not the pitcher is beyond me. I must be missing something. So it's 5-3 Royals over Rockies. Line to Guillen. Mike Kyler and Moriarty entering the game. Towering drive to right field, but that hangs up long enough for Brocious. Bernie is erased. Guillen now, the 1-2 from Rosado. Called strike 3. Griffey now. 1-2 on the way.
Strike 3.
Called strike 3. Finally, Rosado gets 2 strikeouts, but they're in the bottom of the 7th. Wickman in for mop-up duty here against Johnny Damon. Bouncer. Damon's too fast. Wickman just watches that one sit on the grass. Oh, 2 on the way to Loduca. Swing and a miss. Three 3-1 count to Will Clark. Up the middle. Falling for a base hit. That ended up in no man's land. Runners at the corners now for Kelly Gruber. On the ground, that should be a... They go to home. Why were you going home on that? Why? Mike Moriarty now. We'll give DiSarcina another chance. There's the double play. Scott Shields entering the game for the Royals. Will face McGuire, Cabrera, DiSarcina, barring any changes.
Strike 3.
McGuire strikes out swinging, or looking. Yolbert Cabrera. Down the line, and fair! Once again through the wickets of Kelly Gruber. Go with the hot hand. Come on, Gary D. All right, sacrifice hit. Let's go with Travis Lee here. And just in case, let's get Dickey loose. Full count to Travis Lee. Held up ball 4. The other pinch hitter is Steve Martin, back from injury. Let's see what he can do here. Drill to center field, that will fall for a base hit. Runners at first and second, turning the lineup over for Larry Walker. First pitch swing on the ground. Santangelo makes the play. Number of substitutions here. Steve Martin stays in the game playing third. Travis Lee enters the game playing first. Mike Maxudian now checks in behind the plate. R.A. Dickey will face Mike Kyler to start off. The top of the 9th. Royals still ahead, 6-4. Maxudian up, throwing. It looks like Max threw a knuckleball there instead. Yeesh. Good play there by Martin. He looks healthy. Infield is in and shifted against Brocious to try and cut down the runner at the plate. That one is going to score regardless. Brocious burns his old club. All right, let's just end the half inning. Here's Guillen. Lined right to the first baseman, Colbrun. Backs against the wall here, Ken Griffey Jr. Little ground out. The Royals are able to pull one off here, staving off elimination and forcing Game 5. Appier versus Tavares. Excuse me one moment. I need to see what the status is of our dinner.
I didn't know how to tell you.
Okay. So, my pizza is ready now. Unfortunately, that means we're going to have to hold Game 5 till next week. Now, I'm going to come back on again later tonight just to finish this out. It'll be Rocktober Part 2 later tonight. So hopefully you'll be able to join me for that. If not, let's go right into someone else who's streaming Out of the Park 24. Y'all will be able to see the rest of this postseason. Looks like, man, there's a group here. Yukadin Kazami is going to be who we're raiding into. Tell her I said hi. Hopefully this pizza is worth it. Time is precious, and I'm grateful that you've chosen to spend some of yours with me tonight. Firage, take us out. See you later tonight for Game 5, and hopefully not anything more than that.